Welcome, lords and ladies of fate. You've once again found yourselves in the self-proclaimed only Twitch TTRPG stream that allows you, the viewer, to significantly impact the stories being told on your screens for free. In order to do so, you must spend our fate chips. These are our loyalty points that you earn just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or even just engaging with us in chat. You then use those fate chips to heal your favorite players, summon in custom items, make the player say silly things. You could even force the adventurers into random encounters, and they do. Tonight, we're playing Tomb of Annihilation, an adventure module for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Joining me, we have our amazing cast, starting with Jeff, playing Kenneth, the Noisewater, the halfling monk.
Hello.
Next, we have Jen Washitashi playing Stallion the Fearbreaker, the Dwarven Paladin.
Hey.
Then we've got Felix playing Scrod, the Human Barbarian.
Up, y'all.
And we have a Keyblader playing Xavier Thatch, the Human Rogue.
Hello, everybody.
And then to mitigate the will of the fates, we have DM Dave. No, not that one.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Chult. I believe we have another installment in Letters to Lenny to get us back up to date.
Gotta do a thing. There we go. Rough it. Dear Lenny, sometimes doing the right thing can be really painful, but you should not let that stop you. Artist Simber, who I believe is now Irish, looked at the tracks we found and declared them to be Utani. Them, snake guys. Simber figured out that maybe they were headed toward the Garden of Mangalore, possibly to steal Zarkar the Medusa before we could reunite her with her true love. And despite our lack of rest, the least injured of us decided to give chase in the name of true love and possibly experience points. We left Stallion, Nephir, and River Mist behind to be safe and recover. Thanks to Kenneth and Jacob, we caught up to the Utani, and Xavier's bravery in joining us was rewarded with him being the first in our party to be struck by poison arrows from out of the darkness. It took the group a little time, but thanks to Kenneth's lantern, we were able to see, and despite some close calls, we defeated the Utan brood guards. Simber then parlayed with a big Utani abomination, I think, after somehow trapping it in a frozen prison. We found out that Razi had taken possession of the forbidden city of Uwu, which sounds to be a bit anime to me. Anyway, we are going to regroup and deliver the abomination to Zalkor the Medusa. Please take care of yourself. Scrod.
When Scrod seals the note, cocks his arm back and chucks it deep into the forest. Yes, you are the four of you, along with your companions, Artisimber, Dragonbait, and Flask of Wine, have tracked these Yuan-Ti about halfway to Zalkore's lair, interrogated it, and it is now immobile, has given you what information you want to know. And there you are, the middle of the night, halfway through a long rest.
All right. Well, being we were deciding what to do with the one that we had frozen, I believe. And I think Felix's idea was to send this back to the Medusa.
Yeah, I was thinking that she'd want to talk to our new friend here. I don't know how long the ice will last. That's the only time issue I'd have.
Let me see. We have 24 hours, says Artis.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I
Well, time to take
probably.
a nap.
I'm good. You can go ahead.
Hmm? No, I said time to take a nap.
Oh. I was gonna, before I do anything, probably do my harvesting checks and see if there's anything worthwhile.
Make a nature check on the brood guard. Where's that pop up? That's right.
12.
Yeah, you are able to. I have this up on my phone right here. You're able to get. A couple of the brood guard are just too badly sort of scarred and ruined for you to get anything out of them. But out of 3 of them, you are able to get 3 vials each of the Yanti's blood,
Okay.
which you will be able to craft into a potion of poison immunity.
All right. Almost out of vials.
We'll slow down killing monsters if that'll help.
And then just start throwing them back.
Yeah.
See what
I
happens.
wonder if you could take some of my message bottles.
Oh, those are plot. You have as many of those as the.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, those are plot armor.
If anything other than a letter to Lenny goes in there, it just.
I like the idea that now it's labeled like plot based.
Plot-based vials.
Plot-based vials, yeah.
Infinite. So, are we going to try and take him back to the camp, or leave him here?
Oh, I want to bring this as a gift to Stallion. I think this will be a great gift to Stallion, and it'll be a great nightlight for Xavier.
No.
If it's safe, I'm kind of presuming it's safe. So,
Scrod, you are able to heft the frozen Yanti up onto your shoulder with relative ease because you're so big.
Oh, hold on, then I'm traying it.
Well, and with Kenneth's hooded lantern, Jacob's guiding, you make your way back to the camp, where Stallion, Nephier, and River Mist are huddled around the fire. What have you been doing while the party's been away for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes?
Well, the first thing Stallion did was attempt to use the rest of his lay on hands to heal the party members. Now, he only has 5, so it was going to be an uneven amount to one person who's only getting 2, right? So I think what's happening is an epic battle of rock, paper, scissors. We still haven't figured out who won, who gets the 3 essentially.
I mean, it took a while because Aarakocra and Tabaxi have very different rules for rock, paper, scissors, and they don't line up with the Dwarven rules at all. So I think most of your time has been
arguing about how it's played. Yeah, at this point, I'm about to just keep it.
No, it goes on shoot. You do it on shoot.
No, it's definitely on 3. It's on 3.
Asking, saying, "What beak? Beak wins over everything."
Yeah, we definitely have. What do you guys? It's rock, paper. I'm sorry. It's hammer, rock, or for me. What is it for you, Aarakocra? Yep, that one.
It's beak, wing, claw. Sorry to steal that one from you, Dave.
How do they line up?
It's just chicken and egg, and nobody can decide which one.
Yeah.
It's very
As you
confusing.
return, we're still arguing.
There's not even a third one. It's just chicken
No.
and egg.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
been the real. No, and then yes, your party emerges out of the darkness. Scrod toting this giant snake monster encased in ice that he plunks down in the middle of your camp.
What's this? And why is it
for the
directly in
drinks.
front of me? What?
For the drinks.
For the
Just
drinks.
chip a little off. It's for the drinks.
Oh, okay. Who's our mixologist for the evening?
I think I can handle this one.
I think you and
Sounds about
Jacob
right.
run in the bar.
I think I'm gonna get who's the most weak, DM Dave, out of the two that I was with.
Out of the two that you were with, River Mist was they were both at about half.
Okay.
But your 5 would go a lot further with Nephir than they would with River Mist.
Cool. Then we're gonna split it that way, and I'm gonna take them off my sheet.
Oak.
I know it's not much, but it's all I
It's
got.
honest work.
Yeah, right.
The Yuan-Ti is silent. It seems to have accepted that it's
Doomed.
been beat. You about halfway through your journey back, Scrod, you notice that it had been sort of trying to flex, and at one point you notice it give up.
Oh. Okay. I'll make it the rest of the party aware of that. It's like, well, you get a little rest just like everybody else. Good to know that you're going to stay right there. Sure, you're not hatching a nefarious plan.
Who is on third watch?
Who was it?
Hold on, let me look up IMDb.
Or who wants to take third watch? I don't remember if we said who it was gonna be.
I think we did. Me and Scrod were first, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can take third watch.
Okay.
Somebody, or by myself, it doesn't matter.
By yourself. Wait, aren't you mixing the drinks?
Yeah.
Are you?
fine.
So you're our DD. Okay, cool.
It's mimosas.
Yeah.
Do
Since
enough
he's on third
people.
watch, it's mimosas.
Yeah. I'll definitely stay sober the whole time.
We
Well, that was
definitely have
the
enough
agreement,
people for
whether
2
you-
people to be on watch.
True. Can I sleep though? Says
Yes.
Stallion.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
Artis will sit on watch with you, Kenneth.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
If you guys are looking to have 2 at a time.
Yeah,
So
plus
you
he
gotta go.
does the freezy thing, so.
Are we our goal is to actually get a long rest here, or are we halfway through the night so it'll be a short?
No, it will still be a long rest.
Sweet.
It has to be interrupted by more than an hour of like constant activity, and that
Okay.
was under. So you guys, once we get through the whole night, you will have the benefits of the long rest.
So right before I go to sleep, oh shit, what did I want to do? What the fuck? I wanted to do one, but it's not the one I wanted.
Oh, just spit out a spell real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna spit out Sanctuary because I thought for some reason Sanctuary was like area based, and it's super not.
Yeah. Well,
So I was
it
reading
sounds
it, I was-
like it should be. It really sounds like it should be like.
Yeah, like a bubble.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna do Sanctuary anyway for whoever's taking first watch, whoever that was. Oh, it only lasts a minute. Fuck this. Let's wait. What's the point?
Yeah, but
concentration up to 10
oh,
minutes. If I'm
you need
sleeping, I
that.
can't concentrate on it.
Yeah. How can you put a price on peace of mind?
For a minute.
For a minute.
What is it? Sorry. Okay, I'm good. We can move on from whatever the fuck I was just doing.
Kenneth, you and Artis sit through the night or through your watch. Every once in a while, if you peek over at Artis, you notice that he's mostly keeping an eye on the Yanti. He scans the forest. He's keeping an eye on everything, but definitely like more than half of his attention is on the Yanti, the frozen Yanti. And he doesn't really talk much during the night. He's not very chatty. He's just sort of bandaging up his wounds. He took a couple big.
Yeah, I guess if he's gonna watch that thing, I'll kind of take point on walking around and looking at everything else.
Make a perception check.
Ooh.
All right, your watch is uneventful.
All right.
And who is taking the last watch?
I'll do it.
And do you want a partner?
Um,
And wake up one of the NPCs?
no, not this time.
Okay.
It's like the sun's kind of rising. I'm like I can sit here throughout the morning. I'm fine with it.
Okay. And the sun rises on your camp. Everybody is long rested.
Hooray!
Go ahead and
My long rest button.
hit
There's my button.
that long rest button on D&D Beyond and breathe a sigh of relief.
I didn't die to a snake tonight. Perfect.
Did it not work? It did work. It didn't work?
You have to confirm it too.
Thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
What the heck?
It just says limited use. Why is it on defined set? Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm doing all the wrong stuff.
I think
apologize.
I think that Xavier should just have a sign or a button that says days since mortal peril, and just have it always crossed out to 0. Or have it always at 0.
That's pretty good.
That's adventuring, baby.
Yeah. Days since I last put in mortal peril.
So Stallion wakes up and he does a big old stretch and looks around at the crew and says, "Oi, we all slept, right? So nobody needs any heals. We're all good. Everybody good?"
Everybody, all of the NPCs nod. Dragon Bait and Artis stretching their already in the middle of their morning stretches, their morning routine.
Gotcha. Sounds good. I guess I'll wrestle us up some grub, and I start doing the thing I do with the pans, and I look over at the air croaker and I say, "You wouldn't happen to have any eggs, would you?"
Well, I'm male, so no.
I just thought maybe. Okay, yeah. It'd be weird if you brought them from home, right?
Thanks.
It'd be really weird if you brought them from home. Okay, sweet. Anybody have
Eating the baby.
That'd be very weird.
It'd be super weird. Anybody have any eggs? All I've got here is like a pan bread situation. I'm running low on rations.
I got a.
Technically, I'm foodless.
I have some
Technically-
turkey, dried fruits, hardtack, and nuts.
Well, none of that's breakfasty, but thank you, and I appreciate it. Actually, maybe I could. The turkey.
Yeah.
You said jerky or turkey?
Jerky.
With a
It
J.
is turkey
Alright.
jerky.
Oh, sweet.
That helps.
It's a dinosaur jerky.
I'm gonna incorporate that into the bread, so it's like a meat bread loaf pan bread loaf with beef jerky in it. Very salty. I hope we have water.
As it was.
We are by a river, I think.
Highs or lows? Lows.
You whip together like a pretty good breakfast. It sort of ends up being like this oatmeal-y kind of padded together. But when he passes it out and you all take bites, it's very hearty and nourishing this morning.
I'll just
Is it
I'll
great
just-
with brown bits in it?
All I do is
I'll
heal.
just
Sorry.
I'll just pick some nuts and fruits from if I don't remember if I had gorp as part of my thing or not. See if I can hit anybody up for fruits and nuts.
Oh yeah, I can give you a ration. I have
But
many rations.
Yeah, we should have a bag full of them from.
I may have a
Sure,
bag
but-
full of them from
Your
Dakar.
guides
I
have
don't
a
know.
bunch of rations. Both River Mist and Flask of Wine carry large amounts of rations.
I have 36 pounds of rations. You can have some.
Oh damn! Then yeah, you're just passing them out.
Hey, as
Good
much
God.
as you
How
do.
much jerky did you give me? Fuck.
A day's worth.
No wonder I could feed the entire like 15-person party.
Surviving today. It's gonna be a good day, guys.
I'm carrying my weight food.
Given.
It's all about priorities.
True. All right. So what's on the agenda, folks? I'm guessing everybody's awake, right?
Yeah, everybody's up.
We have to go
Your
back.
guides are packing down everybody's
Well,
tents.
how's our frozen friend doing?
I was gonna say, what are we doing with this guy?
He is just watching silently the party. At one point during the night, it rested for a bit, but fitfully.
Well, we could take
would
it
imagine.
back to the Medusa, which we're already very close to.
Yeah.
Or we could take it to the bird people, the Aarakocras,
Fine.
Mortal enemy.
and see if they have any
Yeah, I'm a
use
bigger
for it.
fan of them. I'm a bigger fan of the Medusa, since it's a direct threat to her. But I mean,
Well,
Right. I'm a
mean,
little
like-
worried about it melting. You know?
We still have time.
yeah, funny you should ask that. Talk to Sigrid. Talk to the ice ninja over there.
I think it only took us like half a day to get to the Aarakocras.
Eric Purpose or the Medusa?
And the Medusa, we're like, it's right over there.
Yeah. You can hit both Nangalore and Kir Sabal today.
Hmm.
All
Okay,
right.
right on
We
into
wanna
the
get
next.
to.
We're
That's a-
expected. The Medusa.
Yeah,
Question is,
okay.
are we ethically okay with giving this to the Medusa?
I mean, the answer to that is
He
always
tried to
no.
kill us.
Oh.
I mean,
True.
Oh, I sense a reward for the Medusa is coming my way.
oh god.
Like some of us only know the second edition version of this redeem. So
Yeah, it's a spicy
I don't-
redeem.
Spicy.
redeem.
Incredibly
Oh, boy.
spicy.
Check what my alignment is. What the hell?
Oh boy.
Have an alignment?
Probably chaotic good.
Oh, I hope so. If it's not, no, I'm like a lawful barbarian. I guess I hope that. I try to make that happen. I'm sure I'm chaotic good. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway,
Hmm.
I'm looking.
Well, what's the verdict? What do we think?
I say Medusa.
Like this.
If this
Yeah,
guy
I mean-
attacks you, let's drop him off at Deuce of Deuces and then make our way to the Aarakocra.
Yeah.
Man, if worst comes to worst, she's already liking us a little. This would.
I mean, we probably only have to take it to the edge and let the bird things know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get her there and drop it off.
But I really look forward to a very long and involved dialogue between the Medusa and this thing and the invisible spirit. I've got some popcorn ready.
We already got all the information we need out of this thing.
I know. I just
Yeah,
got
It doesn't seem to be saying
Yeah.
much either.
to
Well,
Plus,
we
it
did
seems
learn.
unlikely that Medusa would want us there for her private conversation with it.
Yeah.
I would
Let's,
love that to be a
start
fly on the
talking.
wall for that conversation. Is there any way we could
Who's got
can
polymorph?
anybody here morph into a fly? To be very literal with this.
I have a big mechanical tube that just showed up from a redemption, and there's 2 of them, and they're connected by a big cable. I think we can make this work.
I love that.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah, sounds great.
I just want to
Real
hurry up and
three
get back to
ninjas. We
Curious
could
the
real
Ball.
three ninjas this. Yeah.
I just want to hurry up and get back to Curious the Ball so we can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, going. Yeah. So, so is that okay? We're breaking camp. I'm picking her up and just we're moving her to the edge.
Yeah.
The
Let's
edge
go
of the-
drop her off, then go to Curious the Ball.
Straight to Gears the Ball, not heading up Nangalore.
Oh, we're hitting Angler.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, we'll make sure that it's delivered. We'll put a note.
A bow on it, made of vines.
Yeah, a bow, a big bow. No mirror. Sorry about the mirror. Hope this makes up for it. Something like that. And a classy little note.
All right. So yeah, you head northwards towards Nangalore. As you approach the edge of the garden, 2 of the large cranes, the Ebly, fly down out of the sky and land, stopping you in your tracks. In that strange manner they have, where they clack their beaks and somehow common comes out. They say, "Why have you returned?
Just dropping this off.
What is it? What?"
Snake thing.
This thing was headed to actually take over your garden. We caught it last night. Thought the lady might want this to question.
The Ebly say they look at each other and then have a short conversation in a language I don't believe anybody speaks. Let me check real quick. No, nobody speaks it. And then they say, "Follow."
Okay.
We cannot carry. Follow.
Okay.
They have wings. So they entreat you to follow the same sort of path that you did last time.
These guys are turds.
Are these the same
These guys
ones?
are such turds.
Are they the same exact ones?
Yeah.
Make a perception check or an investigation.
I feel
check.
like they are the same exact ones because they instantly said cannot carry. Like they knew what we were gonna try to do.
15.
Ooh, that's a 15.
Yeah, one of them
Yeah.
you recognize.
Can I try
The
to
other
ride him
one-
again?
Yeah, that's what I figured they remember.
Yeah, we're all gonna make. Can we all make athletics checks?
If it wants me to take the same path, I'm gonna have to ride it.
That's fine. They're saying they can't carry the statue, or I mean, they can't carry the.
Listen,
perfect.
the nimble little dwarf got a
Yahtzee.
14. What does that mean?
You and Kenneth and the small characters can hop up on the Ebly's back. They grudgingly let that happen again.
I'm gonna say that my character's really close to like the neck and the head of the thing, and he's gently petting his feathers, and he's saying, "That's a good scary bird. That's a good scary bird."
How's your lows?
I'm gonna go with lows on this one.
As you do that, all of the feathers on the back of its neck like stand up, and it clicks its head around at you and like snaps its beak. It doesn't attack you, but it just like. Ah!
So you're more of a dinosaur, less of a bird. Sounds good. Okay, we can move forward. Everybody, ready to go?
One day I'm gonna learn how to fly too.
Yeah.
They take you into Zalcore's lair once again. She is reclining on that.
Take off my glasses. Glasses are off.
Reclining on that lounge chair in the same place as last time. Only the table next to her is bare. And she turns to you all as you are led through the doors by the two Ebly. Scrod, presumably you set the statue, or not the statue, the ice entombed Yanti before her.
Ice statue.
And she stands clearly intrigued. And what have you brought me?
Well, we intercepted a group of these last night on their way here. They were planning to attack and take over your garden.
They're not your common garden snake. That's the mistake I think our friends made
She
before they froze them.
circles the Yanti, examining it closely. She draws back her veil as she gets halfway around, and all of the snakes on her hair rise up and all try to meet this creature's gaze, which all the way around it now is trying to keep an eye on her. And she says,
I want to lean over to Felix and say, "Family reunion."
Gonna come back and say, that's a little racist, bro. But it's funny. Still funny, though.
And I lean in and say, is anybody scared?
Yeah.
BG's about to veto some shit.
I feel like that was a really important moment for my character. Stallion was for the first time really a part of the group just now. And like interpersonally he feels welcomed and part of the family officially.
Stallion's first zinger.
One of us.
In a highly inappropriate situation.
How could it get any more with the group than that?
The inappropriate paladin.
Yes. Oh, wait, that's my next one. I got a new Crimson Cloaks persona.
I'm
Here we
still
go.
developing my character. Okay.
That shit down.
Oh, that's the bad touch cleric build.
Oh god.
The bad touch cleric. That's good.
Oh, sorry.
What were we doing in the game? I forgot. Oh yeah, so the snake is trying to make eye contact just with Medusa, right? And Medusa's trying to get her snakes to look into its eyes, and it's like just doing its best to keep his eyes on just Medusa, right?
Yeah, they're having a stare off.
Okay.
The Yanti abomination it seems to be taunting her.
Not a good
Oh,
idea,
so it's not
bro.
working. It's having no effect.
Well,
Well, it's not on.
yeah, she hasn't tried, or you don't know actually. Well, no, you saw her petrify one of the Ebly before, and you saw like a visible effect. You saw a
The Omega beat.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
when we all
she's-
looked away, and that's when who walked out of the place backwards, or walked into the place backwards and then walked out of the place with their eyes closed.
Me and Savior. Me and Savior had
No,
that.
that sounds about right.
That's right. Yeah,
I'm blind right now, so I don't know where I am.
Was his vision so bad?
Yep.
That's
I
very
put my
good.
glasses off,
That's
guys.
so good for a rogue.
It's super good.
Can't see anything. I can't do sneak attack without my glasses.
Exactly.
Oh man. Obvious attack. Noticeable attack.
As she sort of completes this revolution, she begins hissing to the snake creature, which hisses back in response. They seem to have another conversation in a language nobody understands.
Oh, can I use my my mysterious languages for dummies?
Yeah, you can.
Wait, wait. Let me read that real quick. Until the spell ends. How long does the spell last?
I think it's
for?
an hour. Comprehend languages is an hour.
Oh yeah, we'll probably be walking around for an hour, so I'll be good. Yeah, I'll do that if I can.
Yeah, you try to actually Well, it doesn't matter. They're not paying attention.
Yeah,
They
my book.
she wouldn't really care if you.
So, snake means. Oh wait, I can't even read because I'm blind.
Comprehend languages works for anything you hear as well, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Let
But
me.
it's a book though.
It's a
Yeah.
real good book for
It's
dummies.
an actual book. Yeah.
Did
It's
you
actually
by chance
also
get
an audiobook.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
book
say.
covers that.
There's magic mouth all over it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think while all of this is
Have to
happening,
sit-
Stallion's sort of like tucked away, and he's like trying to mimic what's happening. And under his breath, you can just, you can hear him barely just going. So he's like trying to figure out what they're, you know what I mean? Like he's really enamored with this language, and he's like trying to
Parcel
map
tongue.
out. Yeah, he's trying to figure out what it
Ah,
means. He's like as a paladin, he's studying it because it seems to him mucho evil.
All right. Make a. Just a wisdom check to see if you can glean any of this language. Xavier, you cast comprehend languages from the mysterious languages for dummies book, and instantly mid sentence, it appears that the Medusa is just conducting her own interrogation. She says, "And you were sent by whom? The coward Rasnisi?" And the snake creature replies, "He is no coward. He will end you and rule Chult. He will rule the world. He will bring..." And in that instant, she flashes her eye beams and turns the creature to stone.
Oh crap!
Oh boy.
I didn't get much out of that, guys.
I do a bit of a golf clap.
Well, I hope that you find that informative.
Pleasing. Have we pleased you?
She addresses the Ebli. She says, "Please, take them to the take them to the treasury."
Oh.
And then she reclines back in her after returning the veil over her face. Reclines back into her chaise and begins whispering over her shoulder.
DM Dave, I have a meta question.
Yes.
When you told me to roll a wisdom check for Parcel Tongue, I got a nat 20. Does that mean I can just speak Parcel Tongue now?
No, that means you actually understand just from the tone of the conversation. I had Xavier not cast comprehend languages. He basically confirms what you figure out, which was that she was interrogating him, and he was going on some sort of diatribe when you don't know what about, but you were able to glean that.
Will I be able to do that in future conversations with snake people now that I kind of get what their whole vibe is? I'll be like, I can maybe read emotion.
That kind of stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Hell yeah.
But you're getting some insight into how these creatures behave.
Nice. The paladin's got to study, A dumb paladin is me, and I got to fix that.
True.
You also get 190 experience points from XP boost from the chat.
Thanks, Erm.
And Xavier, you've got a skill bonus.
Yeah.
Coming out of that puppy. Thank you, so the Ebli lead you out of this, out of the room.
All of us?
Yes.
Okay.
One of them in front, and one of them goes out the door, and one of them stays in to sort of usher the rest of you out.
I go to the wall.
Bye.
I'm freed up. I'm gonna just make sure you don't do anything on the way out.
Are we outside yet?
You're outside.
Yeah, you're holding on to my
Okay.
arm. We're good.
I put my glasses back on. Okay. Oh,
There's the
thanks
pit
God.
again.
I don't know where I was going.
Oh no, wait. Let's go to the pit again. See what else is down there. Oh, a
No.
deer. There was a deer. Oh yeah, the deer didn't make it.
No. Hell, I'm not about to see some gooped up deer. No.
Gooped
I'm
up is
staying away
very
from
funny.
Okay, staying away from the deer, staying away from the hole. No.
The Ebly take you sort of down into one of the gardens, into one of the sunken gardens, and then one of them, with their beak, taps a series of stones on the wall, and a secret door slides open, revealing a small hidden chamber from which the Ebly busy themselves with pulling out some things that they distribute to you. So, for Kenneth, they pull out and they identify each of these items to you as they pass them to you, so you don't have to guess what they are. And I will add them to your inventory as we go through.
Oh.
Kenneth, they offer you a cloak of displacement. While you wear this cloak and are not incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise unable to move, it projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. However, if you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn.
Sounds pretty broken.
For you, Scrod, one of the creatures in its beak pulls out a horn of some kind. And an ivory horn.
Okay. Gonna take that. Is it got a little strap or anything on it?
Where is it?
Like for drinking or for
There it is.
blowing?
For blowing. This foe, as you inspect it, the first thing you notice is that it's not actually carved from bone. It's carved from wood, but treated to look almost exactly like bone. Very well treated. It is carved with intricate jungle scenes, and as you look at the jungle scenes, camouflaged dinosaur faces appear within the growth.
Oh!
When you blow this horn as an action while in the jungle, roll a d20 on the chart below. You have a chance to summon a swarm of velociraptors, a pair of allosauruses, or a T-Rex that will
I got
join you in battle
I got Tarzan powers.
for an hour. However, if you roll a 1 or a 2, then you roll again on the table. Any dinosaurs that are summoned are hostile towards you. So there is a chance for it to backfire.
Ooh.
Only a 10% chance.
Only a 10%. But then you roll again, and there's a 70% chance, or no, not 70. There's a 25% chance you don't summon anything.
I do like that it's all carved intricately around the rim of the horn.
Mm-hmm.
The percentages, the QR code on it. Oh, that's cool. Thank you so much. Gonna put that here in my pouch.
Stallion.
Right now?
Stallion back yet? We'll go back to Stallion in a moment. Xavier, for you, they furnish you with a crossbow that glints with a magical light.
Mm-hmm.
Is a +2 crossbow.
Nice.
Is it a heavy crossbow?
Yes, heavy crossbow. Yeah, whatever you use. Plus, yes.
Yeah.
That is what I intended.
Have.
Let's see. Crossbow, heavy. Jacob, for you, the Ebly pull out a small canvas sack. Actually, not small. It's fairly big. It's about
Jacob's big old sack.
and
Oh, gee.
Can we get a veto in the chat?
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Too
too
easy.
easy.
Oh, it's a low-hanging sack.
Jeffrey don't sit on it.
Nope,
Oh my
yep,
God.
got one. We got a veto in the chat.
There it is.
Thank
There
you.
it is.
We all must abide. We must abide.
Got a YMCA moment there.
Jacob, you as you open the pouch, you in the pouch is a long, curved horn, not like not carved like Scrodz's. This looks like it was hewn straight from the creature that it came from and put into this canvas sack.
Okay.
Along with another sort of leathery pouch inside that looks organic in nature. As you open the bag, you can hear this sort of sizzling, crackling, popping sound. Make a nature check.
I think it's Pop Rocks. Yeah.
Favorite.
No, I think he got a bag of bacon.
Nature's Pop Rocks. I rolled from 18 to what is that? 4. So I got a 10.
Got 10. So you recognize that the horn is the horn of a behir, which magically speaking, behirs are creatures that are meant to fight dragons. And this horn, whenever it is within a mile of a dragon, will begin to vibrate, and get more pronounced as you get closer to the dragon. You can also craft this into a dagger that has the same property.
Okay.
That's amazing.
The leathery sack, you are not sure what it is. But the Ebly, I know, it's literally what it says. This light leathery sack.
Dave's
You aren't sure what exactly it is, but the Ebly say it is also Behir. They say it's
Here
from the
falls.
same creature.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a boy Bethir.
I mean, I can always use another sack.
Yep. Oh,
Couldn't we all?
good one. Call me. Good one. Call me Beanie. I think that's how it's supposed. That
I
was good.
redeem
Magic
magic
item,
item these nuts.
No, he just said sound like.
Jinx.
But yeah. Good work.
And finally, Stallion, they pull out a flail that it's the rounded head is embossed with all of these perforated with tiny holes. The flail counts as a holy symbol for you. When you hit with an attack using this magic flail, the target takes an extra 1d8 of radiant damage.
Woo!
As a bonus action, you can speak the command word to cause the flail to emanate a thin cloud of incense out to 10 feet for 1 minute. At the start of each of your turns, you and any other creatures in the incense each regain 1d4 hit points.
Yo.
This property can't be used again until the next dawn.
OP, so once a day. That's great.
Yeah, once a day you get an aura.
You know, there was a kid in high school that played wall ball with us that we called Flail because he threw the ball at the wall in a really funny way. And I'm never going to forget this moment and how it tied me back to high school.
The old handball.
The old Flail.
And well, actually, no. We'll do this in a minute. And that's it. The Ebly seal the secret door and then turn to you and say, "That's all."
Oh, do
Second.
Fair enough. I'm taking my
All right.
sack and leaving.
do I do
Yep.
I well because of my huge perception, do I notice the taps on the wall, like in what order?
Oh.
Make a perception check.
Haha, you fall into my trap again. Where's my perception? 22.
Yeah, you think you can replicate the pattern if you get back to this spot.
Okay, I keep that in my head.
Yep.
Mr. DM Dave, this
Yes, sir.
item, do I need to add this manually to my sheet?
If you refresh, it should be in your inventory.
A
You'll have to equip it
right.
to be able to see it in your actions.
Ooh, devotee's sensor.
Speaking of that, does this crossbow I got replace the one I have, or do I just have another crossbow on me?
Yeah, you could. I mean, you keep your old one if you want.
Oh,
No one's. I'm not gonna make you get rid of it.
Nice.
okay.
As long as you can carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got plenty of weight. Yeah.
Okay. Extra crossbow, guys, in case you need it for whatever.
Yep.
So I'm gonna think of this as a like a magic tennis ball.
Or what's that thing called? Paddleball?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tetherball? Tetherball?
Tetherball. Yeah, it's giving me
Wait,
tetherball.
so that's a
vibes.
magic sensor. Is that the one that bans books in libraries?
Obviously, it's a flail, everybody. Okay, which is a real thing. Wait, I get it. I just picked up on your joke. Because my brain's slow. It was good. I liked it.
Working.
It's the devotee sensor, so it mostly does the Harry Potter books.
Nice.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh man, now we gotta open that whole problematic tomb of everything.
No, it's shut. It's shut.
Chamber,
shut it right
that
now.
whole problematic chamber of things best left out.
Chamber of Shut Up is what I would like to.
Oof. Oof.
That's the chamber of oof.
Yeah, the chamber of oof. How do I see if that was my inventory? When you said refresh it, does that just mean refresh the web page?
Yeah,
Yeah,
refresh
just
your
the
browser.
whole browser thingy. Yep.
Oh, okay. And it's all dead.
I'm really excited about this weapon. This is dope.
Oh, here,
I like the
that's
idea you're
right.
swinging around and just break a bunch of shit while you're doing. I like this. Bam.
Yeah, he probably will. He's never used it before or anything like it, so he's more of an axe guy. This whole ball and chain is something he's not used to, at least in this sense.
Yeah, we will not make the marriage jokes.
I didn't.
Too easy.
You did.
No, yeah,
It's the low-hanging sack. I mean, fruit.
low hanging side.
Get off my sack.
That's right. Let's see. Just want to throw this dagger with these.
Somebody translates.
Custom item. Mystery. Sack.
So it's just animal friendship for an hour.
Question mark. All right. Okay. So off to Kirsabal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then
All
should,
right.
should we off the bird guide just to make everybody happy?
Wait, what are we doing?
No. I guess he can go off into the forest by himself and see what happens. I don't know.
It's the only fair thing to do, I think.
I'll bet he's matured a lot in this trip.
Yeah, isn't that right? Eric Coke person.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yes.
did have a name. I did mention it in the letter.
Yeah, so I don't have
No,
to ever remember that name again.
He's
I
doing
believe
Well,
Nephew.
as long as the
well.
audience knows his name, it'll be fine.
Yes, audience. What is the name?
Bum, 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 bum,
Big
bum.
Bird is racist. So there you go.
What? Okay, what's happening?
Deaf ear.
Oh,
Ding, ding, ding.
well then let's kill him.
All right,
I
so
don't
we're
think,
just
I
walking,
don't think
walking
we
on
need
that.
to.
I mean, not much is happening.
Got a paladin, are you?
Hey,
The kind who doesn't like the racists.
Yeah.
Let's more
just
them.
like
More them.
just like Captain America, we can do this all day until you stop. Dave.
You had to pierce the ball.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
With Jacob guiding you through the jungle. It is the work of a mere few hours to cut your way through the jungle back towards the cliffside monastery. Nephir actually, once you get close-ish, he takes to the skies and flies ahead to presumably prepare everybody for your arrival. And when you arrive at the foot of the cliffs, the ropes and bridges necessary for you to ascend to the city are already laid out. You make your way up. Xavier, presumably scooting along the
Oh yeah, just like hugging the wall and just okay.
hugging the wall the whole way up.
I'm just gonna lean over because I'm next to him and says, "That's not the wall. Move your hand."
I squeeze my hand a little bit. What is it then?
Okay.
God.
BG's gonna veto this if I say it. So let's say my thigh.
His rippling
Move my hand.
veiny thigh.
Oh,
Like
girthy.
slightly higher up.
Fanny thigh. Obliques. You have the obliques now.
What is wrong with us
Nephir-
today? What? Sorry, go ahead.
Today.
Nephir awaits you in the cleansing chamber as before. It appears that all of the vessels have been refilled since your last visit. So you go through in a similar order, leaving Scrout for last. And eventually, once everybody is through, Nephir leads you up and into the monastery, where Ashara, the elderly Aarakocra, who runs the entire settlement, it seems, sits cross-legged, deep in meditation, two other Aarakocra monks on either side of her.
I'm walking right up to get into crisscross applesauce with them and to sit and do my thing. And when I do that, I cast thaumaturgy to just repeat whatever they're saying or humming or just to repeat whatever they're saying, but in like a very like oh kind of way. I'm also lighting my head lantern. I'm just there for the vibes, you know. I'm there to make friends and say, like, you know, I'm trying to say to them, I am also a holy person.
All right, highs or lows?
Shit. I went high, low, high. So high.
You chant with them actually for another 2 or 3 minutes, and then the chant seems to come to its natural conclusion. And as the two monks with these intricate mazes engraved on their beaks help Ashara to her taloned feet, she gives you a little bit, just the slightest inclination of the head before turning to the entire group
Fuck yeah.
and saying, I assume if you're back, you succeeded.
We have. Here's the flower that you've requested.
She takes the black orchid from you and takes a deep holds it to the her nostril and inhales. And then she says, I will need about an hour to prepare for the ritual. She says, Ying Matona here will show you to my personal quarters, where you may rest while I make my preparations. And one of the monks by her side steps forward, gives a little bow, and sort of gestures up these stairs here.
I bow. It's like as soon as the monk bows, I bow. Like in response.
What's up, Ying?
Yes, quite.
I'm a monk too.
Fascinating. Please follow me.
You remind me of some of the monks back at home.
And Ying Matona takes you up this winding staircase. Ashara actually follows you up, but when the monk takes you down this corridor and out this door, she turns into another smaller room off of this side and shuts the door behind her. But it appears to be some kind of preparatory antechamber. Scented oils, scrolls of various kinds.
Is it secret?
Are there any like body oils or hot stones, or is this just?
Yeah, and there's like sort of just music softly playing in there.
Kenny G.
It's very soothing.
Some sax.
It seems like it would be very soothing in there.
Yes.
We're headed in there, right?
No, the Ying Matona takes you the opposite direction.
Ming.
Oh, we should have.
Do you mind if I take a quick, brief look-see into that room of calming?
Ashara must prepare.
I'll take that as a no.
Yep.
All right.
Follow
Hey,
me.
we should have paid the resort fee. I told you to pay the resort fee.
I tried to pay homage, some goodwill.
Hey, MasterCard.
As Ying Matona leads you out onto another rickety-ish set of stairs up towards a grand house, or a grand structure built into the side of the cliff.
Is it one here?
As you're walking, Nephir, by the way, is no longer with you. The rest of your NPCs are with you, but you haven't seen Nephir since he flew ahead. That's not super surprising, though. He said he might have. He's been away for a few days, and he might have some stuff to take care of when he got up there. As you walk along, led by Ying Matona, Scrod, where are you in the line of following Ying Matona?
I would tend to be right behind Xavier, and for the rickety stuff, I tend to be in the back. Is that okay with everybody?
Oh yeah, please catch me if I start falling.
Okay.
Please just catch me for any reason.
Trust fall. So I guess I'll be at the very back.
As you pass this structure between the monastery and the building that Ying Matona is heading towards, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you see the princess Waxanare with one finger on her lips, and with the other she beckons you. Xavier, you notice this just out of the corner. Like, she's sneaky.
Ooh, really? Okay.
Very, like, you barely notice it, but you notice it nonetheless.
My glass.
You know, just the barest shift of movement behind you.
I slow down a little bit. So I'm kind of curious.
None of the rest of you notice.
So DM Dave, I'm going to surrender player autonomy on this. And if there's saving throw versus charm or just doing dumb shit, because
No, there's no saving throw. She's just beckoning towards you.
Mysterious.
Seriously. I'm gonna kind of go. Oh, actually, I'll go back and I'll look at her the same way, and I'll go. Shh. And then I'll for the finger too. I bring it back and wink.
Dave, you should have taken the release of autonomy.
She looks frustrated, and then grabs you on the wrist and gives you a yank. She can't possibly move you, but she just goes ugh, and like pulls you by the wrist.
So I get a little tug. Obviously, I'm not gonna. She does have a squeaky toy, so I'm immune. Charms. However, I'll look. I'm gonna look back at the group really quick to see if anybody's seeing anything.
I look at you. I'm looking at
you. Catch Xavier's eye.
And I'm just gonna go and give this to you and see if you give me a yes or no.
I go like,
okay, I go. I'll go off with her.
And I will also like follow kind of close behind a little bit.
Now we're both going. Right.
As soon as Scrod's through, she shuts the door behind her.
Is there a window? Is there a keyhole?
Yeah, there's a couple windows.
He's got a glass, against the door.
Crocodile over the window and just...
You're gonna need a really wide window. I'm just telling you that now, friend.
Oh boy.
The rest of you, oblivious to this behind you, follow Ying Matona up to the elder's house, where she gently unlocks a door with a single key kept in her robe, and says, all right, I'm going to meditate. Don't break anything.
So Stallion pulls out his
flail.
Flail instantly and goes, "Take this with you. Take it away. Take it with you. If you don't take it, I'm gonna break everything." And he's trying to hand off the flail.
She takes the flail. Anybody else?
Was there anything immediately in the room near me?
So this room, what you do notice about this room is that the floor is rotting away. On the far on the far side, there is a well-worn wooden statue, very, very worn, but still recognizably of the form of a tabaxi.
Oh shit.
And that's pretty much all that's in this downstairs room.
I like this place. Like, as a person and as a character, I feel like I'm really enamored with this place, you know? Like, it's calling to me in some way. I want to learn as much about it as possible, and I feel like at home and at peace here.
we know. Well, where Stallion's gonna retire.
Hey, this is my Florida. Sweet. Only probably not like Florida at all. So extra sweet.
Yeah, right.
Nah, they just have bird flu here.
Great. Dum-dum.
I'm gonna try
Excellent.
to follow all the instructions to a T. Stay on my P's and Q's.
All right. There's a set of stairs that leads upwards. Ying Matona adopts a cross-legged position beneath the staircase on a small mat that's laid out there for her.
Stallion's gonna stand up quickly and walk over to Ming and say, "Do you have like a beginner's training room I just got the thing, the thing I just gave you. I just got that. I don't know how to use it. And I want to break everything in this nice place. Do you have like a martial arts training room or a training room where I could use and try this out while we're waiting?"
She points back down towards the way you came. She says, "Just don't go into the preparation room." But that there was a hall sort of that you passed through that just had mats laid out on the ground.
Awesome. Do you mind if I take back the
It's yours, so yeah.
Right.
I wasn't gonna keep it. Yeah. It's
No, I
yours.
know. I just couldn't remember what it was called. Cool, thank you.
Butler. He's the butler. She's not yours. She's the butler. Yes, you can take it back.
So I'm gonna take it, and if it's okay with the rest of the group, Stallion's gonna go down to that training room.
Meanwhile, Scrod, you've just been dragged into this small dwelling. It's cramped, but every inch of space that's possible to have something on it, there is a beautiful trinket of some kind. Silver brushes and mirrors, crystal perfume bottles, quills made from multicolored parrot feathers, loose jewels, necklaces, rings.
The hoarder. I knew it. So this was cramped even before I and all my massiveness got in here, right?
Yes.
Oh God. All right. So it's a B&B, delightful from Cape Cod.
So she pulls you in. She closes the door behind her. Xavier, meanwhile, make a stealth check.
That's half of my. Oh, thank God, that was gonna be a 1. 18.
All right.
You see this?
Yeah, you stealthily peek just enough of your head to see, watch the scene, and there's really no windows. It's just sort of a narrow slit.
Okay.
But you can hear quite clearly.
I see all the stuff in there. I'm like, wow, thank God I'm not that kind of rogue. Everything would be pilfered.
Waxanare, as she draws you in, she sort of readjusts her fine dress and coolly lowers herself onto a small stool, still trying to look regal as she does so. And she says, "Have you traveled to the Lost City yet? Brave adventure."
We got close. I got close, but we had to come back here for a little extra ritual. But we met somebody from there. They're pretty excited about owning that place. I don't know if you want to go back right away.
Well, no, but once I have the Skull Chalice, I'll be able to unite the people of Choltz, and we'll take back Omen.
Oh.
The Yuan-ti won't stand a chance.
Well, the Yuan-ti came from a place called Uwu, so I don't know if it's the same place.
Oh, darling. You're so funny. She laughs and sort of puts a hand on your shoulder as she laughs.
Yep. I blush.
She goes, "Oh, I didn't take you for the shy kind."
Well, it's I lived with my moms for a while, and so I get to learn a lot. And my uncles wouldn't let me read those magazines, so yeah, didn't do much. And basically, the last guy I was with kind of bogarted everything within sight. So yeah.
Out of the corner of your eye, and Xavier peeking in, you notice this too. There's a chair in the corner that's got sort of a pile of beautifully colored scarves on it, and one of the scarves floats up into the air and folds itself in half, folds itself in quarters, and then drifts over to a shelf, and then another one.
Yeah, that's some weird stuff.
Like would I recognize this as an unseen servant?
Make an Arcana check.
Haha, I'm actually kind of good at that. 8.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe to say that this is probably a spell of some kind, but exactly which,
Okay.
you're not sure.
Oh, that's
At this point, you hear the clump of boots on the gangway above you, and Stallion comes back out the door, censer in hand.
I see this?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Stallion, you notice that Xavier is peeking in this window.
I go, shh, Stallion, don't say anything. There's some business going down with Scrod and that LARPing girl who said she's the ruler of that place.
Ooh, and then Stallion, does his little dwarven hobble over with all his chainmail, and it's all clanking, and he's trying to be quiet, but wait, hold on. I thought Stallion went down to the training room.
You have to go past me.
This is you going to
I
the
fucking
training
love
room.
this. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I'm doing my thing, but I'm all clankety, and I think you're freaking out because I'm real loud, and I get over to where you are trying to get into the window, but I am far too short. Far too short. I'm just kind of hopping.
Give me a boost.
He's just kind of hopping over and over again, and every time he hops, it's like clang, chang, clang, chang.
And then the fourth is giving way.
Yeah, the floor is definitely. Think about it. A hardy dwarf and all that chainmail hopping in this rickety old place.
Why are you hopping? There's no window. It's just a crack.
You said it was a window, and you told me to hop. What? You told me to come look and listen. Earlier in the listen, Stallion says this. Earlier in the game, you said it was a window. Okay, you can't change.
It is a narrow window, but it is an actual carved window. That was a failure of description.
You can't.
No, it's a crack. I mean, it's a slit. It's an arrow slit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
basically. That's about all you're gonna get.
So he's making all this noise, still trying to see through this narrow window slit, and decides to go into his pack. And he takes out
Bruh, stop, please.
what?
No.
He takes out his bedroll and he stands it against the wall, kind of like standing upwards. So he jumps up and grabs the ledge of the window and then clambers his little feet up under the bedroll, and it's like real wobbly. And he's kind of getting a peek in. He can see in a little bit of what's happening, but all you're really seeing is just like the tip of his nose, maybe bit of his eyes, kind of just like they keep fumbling. He keeps having to pull himself back up as the bedroll is moving. It's really precarious.
Scrod, you see this it appear in the window behind Moxanare. She somehow does not notice.
Oh, her back is to the door. I'm sorry about Kamini. Sorry about that. They had another idea about where I was placed. So, all right.
Who did?
In chat, they had a suggestion about.
Oh, well, look, it wouldn't be the first time, and it won't be the last. You had been facing that way.
They fell under my pants.
An ass crack.
Yeah. It fits in the slit. That's that vertical video thing. So, yeah, you're looking in, and I'm looking over her shoulder and seeing hijinks occur. Is what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah. So I'm looking at the unseen servant. Yeah. And I quite can't believe what I'm seeing. And
Yeah, I'm
then I
trying to keep
say,
like stallions from falling over.
tell me more about this crystal skull thing of yours. And then I'm just gonna kind of stretch and go.
And at that, Stallion is startled by the wave and falls. The bedroll falls from underneath him, and he falls onto his butt. And says, "Enough of this. I'm gonna go train."
Yeah, you go do that.
He's already walking away.
He's gonna be that best
throws-
Pokemon trainer ever.
He throws his hand up like this, like he's so upset that he couldn't get in the window or see anything.
I'll whisper shout. I'll tell you what happened.
All right.
Mwaxanare basically tells you the same exact, like almost to the word, the same exact story that she told you about the skull chalice last time. That it's a symbol of the throne. She is sure that it has powerful magical properties, but only if wielded by a true member of the Omuan royal line. She says it in such a cadence and now that you've heard it for the second time, it's striking that it almost sounds like a bedtime story.
Oh, it's like when they tried to teach me about those things on paper. I had to remember all those shapes. Okay.
Now, when she tells you about it this time, it has the ring of a legend almost.
Okay, well that's nice. I'm sure all legends are true. All stories are true. I wouldn't have remembered whether or not that was where the secret 9 gods guy.
That is, yeah. When you asked the Yanti about he said any treasure in Omu would be in the tomb of the 9 gods.
Oh, there you go. I'll just say, hey, I'll bet I know where it is. Looks like you need a lot of.
And you bring it back.
Look, you're going to need a lot of money to go in there. Yeah. If you wouldn't happen to have a map of this place.
A map of the city. It's certainly changed much long since. It's changed too much since anybody from my family line has been within the city grounds. I know that Ashara has tried to send patrols to view the city from the air, but they are turned back by gargoyles whenever they approach. So, unfortunately, no, we have little to share in terms of how Omu is today. But we will, with your help, I will be able to return it to the way it was. Cholt to the way it was.
You're going to need a lot of construction work and government grants to do that. I'm afraid if it's changed that much. Hey, does the Tomb of the 9 Gods mean anything to you?
Blank look. No?
Oh, it's going to be a rough day. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we've been... I'm not sure what to do with this. I'm going to kind of look up at Xavier because I'm kind of at a loss as to how to proceed.
This stuff is, she already explained stuff we kind of know.
Yeah, I know.
And
she's got somebody. Hey, can those make swans? I'm referring to the as the napkins get folded. Can I do a swan?
You like him? He works for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Magic. I learned magic.
Oh, that's real.
Well, I didn't really learn magic. Do you know the I'm a warlock.
What
I have powers from the Wind Dukes of Aqua.
I'm utterly confused about gender and pronouns. Okay, hold on. What was your demon daddy's name?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Sorry.
Wind Dukes of Aqua.
That's cool.
AAQA, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'll bet he made you really powerful.
Do you want to talk to them? They might be able to
I
help.
give the weirdest look. I'm like, what?
Oh, well, yeah, that'll be. Are they like fiery guys? Or are they watery?
She stands up and starts making preparations excitedly. She says, "Oh no, they're from the elemental plane of air."
Okay, I could use with a good blowout. So let's do that. I better fire guy. How close the air guy?
She actually climbs the ladder in the back of the room and beckons for you to follow up to the second floor.
I am
Okay.
going
Gonna
to
just look
attempt
back.
Small dwelling.
climb.
I'm looking back like, well, I'm just gonna follow up.
Can I climb up the wall?
Highs or lows? Xavier?
Highs. Cause I.
Okay, so there is another window on or another small slit in the upper floor. So now make either an athletics or an acrobatics check to climb up.
That's gonna be acrobatics. 4.
Yeah, you can't get any purchase on this. It's the rock face is too sheer. Even the window is too narrow for you to get even a toehold.
Okay, I have another thing. I want to open the door, and can I? Cause they're going up a ladder. Can I see Scrod from like the opening of the ladder, up top, and just have it so that he sees me?
And you'll see a lot of Scrod if you go looking up.
It's. I guess I can't even talk from the waist up. I'm just looking, looking respectfully.
I think it's on the back wall. You would basically have to stand at the ladder to have any eye line on him.
Yeah.
Once he disappears, once he gets off the ladder, his bottom half steps into the upper floor.
Yeah, I'm still gonna try it.
There's blind stance that happens.
Power stance.
Make another stealth check now that you're in the house. Now that you're in the dwelling.
That is 17.
All right. Yeah, you. Even Scrod doesn't know you're there.
Oops. Too sneaky.
Yeah, so much for my attempt.
It's a very narrow band, sadly.
Yeah.
It's a narrow band for him to notice and her to not. Meanwhile, Stallion, you've made it down to the practice room. You're swinging your sensor around, just getting the weight and feel of it. Kenneth and Jacob, about now you notice that, Stallion left, but it's just the two of you, and you haven't seen Xavier and Scrod in a minute.
Where'd those other guys go?
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Are we sure they'll be fine?
No. I'm sure that if they're not fine, we'll hear about it, though.
That I have no doubt. Well,
I could use this time to attune my cloak of displacement.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna know us.
Well, someone should probably be here when they come back to get us.
Yeah. I don't feel any necessarily urge to go looking for them. I just Wasn't sure if you happened to see which way they went.
I don't think so. Well, Stallion went downstairs, I think, right? He was
Yeah,
just going
yeah.
to.
I heard him talking to that other guy about going somewhere. So at least somebody knows where he went.
In the
Yeah.
far, far distance, you can hear.
That sounds like he made a friend.
No, he actually stopped at the bathroom on his way.
Who does number 2 work for?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go looking. I think I'll just continue to play with my knives in the meantime. Just kill time.
Great. Yep, you spend the hour working on your knives. Back in Moxinare's dwelling, she prepares the space, lights some candles with a match, hangs a scarf over the small window slit, and then sits cross-legged on the floor and gestures for you to do the same, Scrod.
Okay. Bend down, just like, and get the legs all crossed.
And then she reaches both of her hands out to you.
I'm a little unsure about where this is going. Is she reaching for anything specifically?
Just she like this,
Okay.
hands out.
Uh,
I'm holding him a little higher than she would.
okay.
She's kind of straight out from.
Can I gesture
her...
to Scrod to put hands on top of hands, join hands?
You see Xavier's hands peek out from the floor below and go like that. And then disappear just as quickly.
Okay, so what I'll do is I was gonna do peace and rich. I'll just go. I'll go like the high five. The give me 10.
She giggles and then she says, "No, silly, come on."
And I facepalm. I go smooth.
Okay. You're not gonna pull them away and go too slow and slap me on the face like the card did.
I promise.
Okay. Well, he said that too. But okay. So I put up my hands. I can't make him go
She goes,
flat.
"No, she doesn't."
she
No,
does.
she doesn't.
Yeah, put my hands.
She gently takes your hands and closes her eyes and begins to mutter in an arcane language.
In Draconic.
I think it's whatever like element. It's the air element.
Oh, I don't know primordial.
Yeah, it's primordial. And in an instant, her eyes fly open. They are entirely black. And then, Scrod, you are in a black void. All around you, deafening wind whips at you. The wind takes your breath away. Your eyes water. You are deafened, but still booming from the void. You can hear it like it's in your head. A chorus of voices. Speak, mortal. Xavier, you see at the same exact instant that Moxinare's eyes open wide, Scrod's eyes go black, just like hers, and his head shoots back, and they are locked in this embrace together.
I'm obviously gonna think, well, not obviously, but I'm gonna assume that it's like some kind of weird possession thing. So I'm probably gonna, kind of climb up the ladder, and assuming no one else is there to see me, I'm gonna kind of like wave my hands in front of everybody's eyes and be like, "Must be, I've heard of trances before with other cultures. A warlock, though.
Yeah, it's probably deeply spiritual, and you don't want to interfere.
Oh no, I'm actually gonna like just investigate and just like kind of go back halfway down the ladder, but enough to I guess see them. Just
Yeah, you can keep sort of
yeah, I
just
don't want
like
to see it. I don't want to
peeping
start
up.
see Scrod like start convulsing and like blood coming out of his eyes and stuff like.
Yeah, so far there's nothing like that, but he is. I mean, but you can tell every muscle. I mean, you can tell for him in particular.
Oh, yeah.
Every muscle is.
Oh, he just like hulks out, just.
Well, I'm shredded. The
popping.
vascularity's coming right out.
He's popping.
Okay, then I'll just observe. I'm
Um,
observing right now then.
Okay. The presumably the Wind Dukes speak again. They say, "Ask your question." She's basically cast divination for you. You may ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity. The god that you are contacting offers a truthful reply.
That's powerful. Thanks, Scrod. You can't hear me, but.
Yeah, I know. Here's the real problem. I, as a player, have no clue what I should be asking.
Maybe about where we're supposed to go.
DM Dave, can I take some kind of a negative how terrible a person I am and ask for kind of a group player conference?
Absolutely.
And I mean,
I'm
if there's a penalty or something for me,
no, there's not. The other option I'm going to float you is that we can cut the scene here and do a retrospective at the beginning of next session. So we can come out of the ritual. We're gonna go do the ritual of the Black Orchid, and then next time we can see you can have a week to think about it.
Okay, is that okay with everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna cheat.
Okay.
We're gonna do this as a group project, but we're gonna cheat. Like up front. Thank you, Dave.
So the ritual ends. You
oh,
come
it's so
back.
simple. And that, yeah, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Of course.
You come back, and Waxanare does at the same time. You both release your grip and slump back. It clearly took something out of Waxanare, and just the experience of being in this space was wild to you. Xavier, you see them both come out of it. Actually, just moments later, the moments after you get down the stairs, the effect stops.
Oh, here we go. Whew.
Is Xavier anywhere in my view watching this?
No, he's now on the floor below.
Yeah.
I had a great thing for him. Anyway, can you pop your head back up real quick?
He pops his head back.
Okay.
Oh,
You see us both laying there sweating and gasping, and I just look over, smile, and go.
I mean, I've heard it transcend the body before, but not like that. Jesus. my glasses start fogging up a little bit.
Waxanare recollects herself, sits up and says, "Were they helpful?"
Oh, you wouldn't
Well,
believe
no,
how
until next
helpful.
week.
But I can't talk about it with you right now. I have to go. I found an inner peace and possibly 4 skill and ability updates. I'm just going to force Dave into a corner. Yes, I feel so much more transcendent now. I'm going to go down and be with my friends for a sec, but I will tell you when I get back.
Okay. No, that'll be good.
Then-
Shara wouldn't be happy.
Then I give her,
if she knew I took you in.
then I give her a firm handshake and trot off.
She looks a little befuddled by that. She was clearly going for a hug, and you like. She goes, She does the two. She does a little bit of a two-hander,
Okay.
but that's all she
All
does.
right. Oh, that's good. Does that make it weird?
You make your way back out of the royal dwelling. She stays there up on the second floor, and you climb down, see Xavier there.
I'm gonna pretend I was looking
And-
for Scrod. If she looked out the window, I'll be like, huh, I wonder where Scrod went.
She doesn't seem to pay any more mind. Do you guys go up to the royal house, or down to where, or up to Ashara's house, or down to where Stallion is practicing, where you can hear, yeah.
I probably mentioned that Stallion went to go train, and the other two are back up the path where we were supposed to go, Scrod.
Oh, I'm super jazzed about like seeing what Xavier's doing.
Xavier?
Stallion?
Sorry, Xavier's. Yeah.
You're looking right at
How
me.
did you get here? Wait a minute. Why are you here? Wait. Did you say Stallion's training? Oh, let's go see. I just
Okay.
take off. Why?
Go after.
Never mind.
All right. After the allotted time, Ying Matona finishes her meditation, and takes Kenneth and Jacob down to the practice room where she finds. Let's see. Stallion's probably just like showing off some sweet moves. Well, Scrod, what are you guys like sitting on the floor and watching? And
Oh, I'm
clapping,
clapping. Yeah.
Giving him
Anything about martial prowess has got me enraptured. Plus, when he's so tiny, I just it's like watching a dog on its hind legs using a flail.
So Ying Matona leads now all 5 of you back into. Actually, she leads you down the same stairs down into this main area where Ashara waits once more, accompanied by a monk holding a mortar and pestle in his hands, or his clawed, sort of feathery hands. As Ying Matona takes up her position next to Ashara, Ashara looks at each of you and says, kneel down if you would, please.
I will.
Okay.
She begins to chant. Ying Matona and the other monk take up the chant as Ashara takes the mortar and pestle, gives the substance inside a couple more turns of the elbow, and then walks around to each of you in turn, smearing a sort of glob of this dark, foul-smelling substance across your forehead. Icarus black. Chanting all the while. The 2 monks, Ying Matona and the other unnamed monk, drop to their knees as she finishes the final one of you. And as that happens, a wind blows in through the open balcony, begins to whip around, circular in the room. Scrod, your hair again is sideways. The feathers are ruffled, but the chanting only grows in power. You all see Ashara lift very slightly off the ground, and then a huge flash of light. You're all momentarily blinded, and when you can see once more, Ashara is in a heap on the ground. The 2 monks rush to her and help her up. As they help her up, there's something different about her, and it's nagging all of you, and you can't figure out what it is until it suddenly becomes so obvious. She has lost her wings, and you all feel suddenly on the presence. You become aware of great sets of wings sprouting from your own backs. And they look exactly how you think they look.
Ooh.
River mists are tawny like an owl's. Flask of Wine has great, fluffy white wings. Artisimber sprouts a pair of meager looking, they almost don't look large enough to hold him up, and patchy and threadbare, but he takes a couple experimental beats of his wings and lifts slightly off the ground. And Dragonbait has pterodactyl looking wings sprouting from his back. What do all of your wings look like?
Dragonfly.
I love that. Xavier sprouts a pair of gossamer, thin, translucent veined dragonfly wings.
Anybody else?
I think Stallion's here, right? Yeah. I think
everybody's here.
Stallion's wings are like falcon-esque, meaning they're not huge and they're not tiny. They're like, probably for him they look ridiculously big because he's such a tiny man. But they're like a gray and very very feathery, and they're lined with like I would say like a silver lining on the edges of them, that when he flaps his wings, they kind of shoot out a little bit of light. Like it's almost like they're refracting light like a star would.
Yeah, very nice.
Kenneth is gonna have very small hummingbird wings.
Oh. It just... zzz.
Yeah, it's just constantly going.
That's so good.
I think I'm gonna go with something that looks more like bone and leather.
As your artificer sort of... Yeah, yours look more constructed than natural, but they do still grow from you. And Scrod.
I'm looking at what's happening to everyone else, and I am freaking out about this Cronenberg sort of shit going on right now. All right, so is there any way I can attempt to resist this gift?
I will let you, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah, that's just basically going to happen.
Who's gonna carry you is my question. You know, like none of us are stout enough.
And it's
Actually, my
difficult, though.
wings
It's a
are
very
way
powerful
my
magic.
wings are way
Yeah.
bigger.
I made the worst Constitution saving throw of my life.
You Tim, and Scrod, to put your mind at ease a little bit. It's not like this awful Cronenbergian growing out. In that moment, in that flash of light, it was like she didn't have wings and you did.
I know.
So it's not. I promise it's not grotesque.
Oh, yeah, no,
Plenty
I
of
mean,
grotesque stuff. This isn't one of them.
Oh no, yeah, no, I understand it's like painless and then the wonderful and fucking everybody gets Disney fairy wings. Scrod, on the other hand, has some very strong issues about becoming less human at any point.
Unfortunately
Unfortunately, he's effed. So, okay, got it. Thanks. I wanted to explain that to the group and the audience about why I chose to do that.
So you're saying you have fairy wings? I heard fairy wings.
No, I've got the, if
Too
I
late.
have a choice. Actually, no, it's totally up to Dave how my hatred of the gift works. Because I mean, ideally it would be like fucking Second Life, and I'd be like 10 feet tall and hung like a moose with giant 10-foot wings. But Dave, you've got choice on
Next.
how I
He
feel
could
about
always
it.
be invisible. Like, I mean,
Nah, he's not that imaginative. But no, it's something demonic, something.
They're just like real veiny motherfuckers. Like they
Yeah,
look
like
like
something.
they
Super
are
beefy.
Cronenberg wings.
Yeah, I could get.
What's
I
that?
think it does sort of.
Is that picture of the birds with the biceps that flexes the fly?
It's another set of arms.
Oh, my lats grow like amazing. Another set of arms is perfect.
Yeah. And you experimentally take a couple flaps and somehow it lifts you off the
I
ground.
love this so fucking much. This is perfect.
Got it. For flight, extra arms for flight only. Done.
For flight only.
Because otherwise, I'll try and like forehand swords and do all kinds of combat shit.
Because I was trying to think, I was like, if you want to be human, they're gonna be like fleshy, and I was like, no, that's boring.
Yeah.
Well, somebody was
That's extra.
somebody was
horrible.
talking about us having a Mortal Kombat like
was.
emote in the chat. So this is the most Mortal Kombat we can get.
I mean, it could just be like those gliding things, like that pop up underneath of
Sugar gliders,
there you go.
or the flying squirrels.
It's a little
Right.
less obvious, at least.
And one more thing, Scrod, as you sort of finish this transformation, it startles you. You jump, jostling the Sariel horn that you received from the
Birds.
Medusa
Yeah.
earlier,
Yeah.
and fluttering out from the mouth of the horn, floating gently to the ground, are two small pieces of paper that seem to have been rolled up and jammed into the horn. You've shaken them loose, and now they sit by your feet.
How many pieces?
Two.
They have just knowing shit. Do they have any vaguely cardy marks on them?
Yes, they both land with an identical looking design looking upwards at you. Intricate design.
You know, trigger,
So
do they?
they fall. I'm presuming my perceptive friends, once they get over their new bodies, may notice this before I pick one of these things up.
My cloak would probably cover up most of my wings, so.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick these guys up then.
And turn them over?
Well,
Both at the
there's
same
nobody else
time.
decided to do an Arcana roll.
I probably would notice this, right? Given my high ass perception. I mean,
You just let.
You notice a pair of cards flutter down to the ground. The scribe bends down to pick them up.
Look at
Make an Arcana check as this
to be
happens.
fair, my dumbass probably would have picked up a card too to see what it was.
Okay, I'm happy to share my joy with that.
Okay.
Who else is gonna
See what I
stop?
get.
All right.
No, who else is gonna stop us?
I'm gonna mind my
Like, oh,
business.
Scrod, you dropped
I don't
it.
want to.
Huh?
I'm not gonna. I hate to steal your card from you.
I gotta decide who gets. Well, I'm but not decide. Just have it be random. Let's see. Okay.
It's a deck of many things. What could go wrong? So I'll let all right.
Many
so
things.
Many
Xavier,
things.
you said you would you just grab the card You're
Wait, because I would see it fall out, and I would be like, oh, it must be like whatever it belongs to you. So I would have picked it up. I would have picked at least because if you're going for one, I would have gone for the other one. And
Yeah, I think Xavier and Scrod, you pick these cards up at the same time,
shit.
flip them over, and look into them. And
how fucked am I?
I release Dark Wizard. What's your Yu-Gi-Oh card?
heads or tail? Okay.
Huh?
It's a business card for Papa John's. I
For
like this guy's jib. I like chat.
It's the cut of it specifically.
This
I'm
cut.
also a fan of it.
Oh, Scrod.
No, Scrod. Sack.
Scrod, you are cursed. As you turn this card over, you feel a flash of malevolent energy enter you. You, from now on, take a -2 penalty to all saving throws.
That sucks.
Ooh.
Thanks, chat.
Xavier,
You, chat.
you flip over, and the face, you look into a skull, or not a skull. That
Oh God, you
look
scared
into
me.
sort of no, this is not you. This is not you, Xavier.
Okay.
This was what Scrod saw. This sort of distended face. It actually reminds you kind of the death mask that you fought, the thing that kept vomiting up zombies.
Oh, the one I missed. They showed the play. Yeah, okay. I see it now.
Oh yeah.
Xavier, you turn over a card that has a ornate golden throne embossed upon it. You gain proficiency in persuasion.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Plus a small keep.
A what?
A small keep.
I was say,
somewhere.
do I know where it is? Oh, okay.
You know
Okay.
where it is.
You just have to find it.
I can hear Xavier just running off to go on Zillow right now.
You gain rightful ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world.
Oh.
I think you must know where it is.
I would have to.
I think it's funnier. I think it's funnier if you don't.
Yeah, I like the
If it's-
idea that
it's
tax.
just
If you don't find it, it's just slowly falling into disrepair.
Well, what it does say is, however, the keep is currently in the hands of monsters, which you must clear
Oh,
out
it's
before
that
you
card.
can claim the keep is yours.
Oh.
That's the.
But couldn't that just be any keep though?
Just walk up,
You're-
lay down the
get
card.
this keep free card.
Yeah.
All right, so I will figure out how to enter that all into both of your sheets before next time on Tomb of Annihilation.
Okay.
Now that
Hey.
the whole world of Chult is open
It unlocks the Church of Thickness. Needed to call out.
with your wings, your winged.
Oh no, it's because I pulled the Captain Pike card. Is what I actually pulled. I'm in the beep chair now, guys.
All right. Well, thanks to all of our cast, and of course to the audience for their participation. Always appreciated. If you enjoyed what you are doing and you haven't already, please hit the follow button down the bottom right-hand side of that corner of the screen. And then tune in tomorrow. We are starting off season 2 of Star Trek. So it's gonna have a different feel than the last season. So check it out. See what happens. Then on Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., we have the continuation of Conan. So the party, they have a bunch of options as far as where they're heading at this point. So check it out. See what they end up doing. Then 9 to 11 on Tuesday, we're doing a spot over on Billy F. and Wildstar show. So we'll be playing some kind of assorted games there. Wednesday, we return for the Curse of Strahd, 5th edition D&D campaign. Very spooky, so if you like the spooky side of D&D, come join that. Thursday, we return to a galaxy far, far away as we continue our Star Wars campaign and their efforts to Uh, basically, I think we went from just getting information from an Imperial base to blowing it up. So, whatever. It's
Sounds about our speed.
yeah, Rebel Alliance.
All the bad guys.
Yep.
And then
Why
Yeah,
not do
sure.
both?
and then we're off Friday. Saturday we are also off, but I think I might do some building stuff. I got some stuff in the mail, so it'll be like a open unboxing / world building thing for some of the world of the Crimson Tunics stuff that I'm putting together. And of course, if you are there, you can help build that, because that was the idea behind that world to begin with, is that we incorporated what the audience would like to see in there as well. So, and then of course we will return next Sunday for the continuation of this. Find out what Scrod got in his vision. Ooh.
Oh.
And until then, we'll see everybody later.
Bye.